1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
Lex talk about it, talk about it, talk about it, talk about it.
Woo!
Oh.
Welcome back.
Ladies and
wait, hold on.
gents.
Gentlemen and ladies.
Woo!
Oh,
Yes.
almost.
Great job.
Almost, yeah.
Almost.
Great
Did I do good?
It was good.
Okay, cool.
It was good. That finesse was there.
But we're back. Episode
66. 7, 6?
Six?
What is it?
66, baby.
I heard
Remy, what is it?
67.
66.
Let's go, baby.
Yeah.
That's what we're up to.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Let's go.
Oh, it's a
Do we
freaking
have an
milestone.
episode for you tonight?
Oh, yes, we do.
But without further ado, my name is Thomas McCauley, your head of business development. To my left, I have
Frank Grizzly Lawando, the COO.
Frankie D, CEO.
Ryan Chow, VP of Sales.
Matthew Garcia, funding coordinator.
and now.
Oh, no. Are we winning at a 66th time?
I hope we do.
Yeah, yeah. Oh,
He gave us the nod.
oh.
Introducing the number one brokers in the
It's
world.
gotta be us. It's gotta be us.
Lexington!
Yeah, hold the belts up, boys. Hold the belts up.
The crowd literally went wild.
Yeah, they went, all 5 of us. Hey, sometimes only you can pat yourself on the back, boys, right?
That's it, man.
Hey, that's what you got to do.
Am I right?
Someone's got to pick you up, and it's you.
That's it, bro.
Yep.
No one believed.
No.
No one believed.
They
But
didn't
us.
believe.
We did.
But we did.
We did.
We did. God did. But let's dive into this beautiful, amazing, fantastic, spectacular Lexington episode.
What are we talking about, Frankie?
Let's talk about Debanked Miami.
What?
Whoa,
Welcome to Miami.
Welcome to it. So yeah, Debanked. It's basically our industry event, right? Hosted by Sean Murray and the whole Debanked team. Debanked is a alternative lending news source and news channel who also holds event about 2 to 3 times a year, typically in Miami, New York, sometimes California, sometimes Canada, and most recently also Las Vegas.
That one looked cool.
That one was fun.
It was pretty good.
Yeah.
It was pretty good. But most recently, we were in Miami. And we are here to talk about the event, the broker battle, the batch party, and a little bit of everything in between. So, Tom, talk to me about your take on Debanked Miami.
Not the first time I've been to Debanked, but the first time I've been to Miami and the Debanked Miami. And honestly, I think that was one of the most awesome events that we've been to yet. Went to New York. I went to Vegas. We've done other events similar to that. But honestly, that one specifically just kind of had a different type of feel to it. Now that we're definitely infinitely more well-known, it's a different type of environment where people are now coming up to you and talking to you rather than like in-person cold calling people. So I thought, at least for what I do at those events, it was definitely one of the smoothest, best experiences that I've had yet.
Agreed.
Okay. Yeah.
What about you, Grizz?
Honestly, so this being my first Debanked, it was really cool. I went to the other one that we went to. It was a little
Funders
small.
Forum.
Yeah, Funders Forum. That was a little small. You know, it was cool to just put some name to faces. But Debanked was like, you know, just like changing for me because, you know, me, I'm behind the desk a lot of the time doing whatever. But going there, especially just like the sprinkle with the batch, like we're at the hotel that it's at. We literally just walked downstairs. You and I couldn't get through the door for the first half hour. But no, it's cool because, you know, as someone who is in operations, like it's nice to actually put like a face to the name and, you know, like get to just like meet the people that I'm emailing with all day, you know, like talk about deals, get, you know, new advice, work on products together. And it's just cool. You know, it's nice to actually like be with the people and, you know, see what the industry is actually all about, the movements and such. It's cool. A lot of fun.
1,000%. Matt, your take.
The synergy out there is just so different compared to everywhere else that we went to. You know, again, I've been to Vegas and the one in New York, and out there was just so different, especially staying at the beautiful Fontainebleau.
Yeah.
We had the rooms there. It was just in a perfect location, perfect amount of people. And I feel like everyone just knew us, you know, like I wasn't even really going up to people. Like everyone was just coming up to me. It was like, it was amazing, you know, and it's nice to see the lenders and everyone that we work with on the day-to-day basis.
Absolutely. Last but not least.
So my Debanked Miami was definitely a special time. You are looking at the number one broker in the world.
You are
so
looking
I
at
won
that. Snaps.
I won the broker battle. It was a huge, definitely ginormous part. It was a big win for the company as a whole, not just me, right? Because it goes into a lot of training and the hours that we put in.
Yeah.
You know, meeting some new lenders, seeing some old lenders. Really, everything about it was just a kind of awesome time. I think the event was held great. I've been to, 7 or 8 of the events at this point.
Yeah.
This was definitely by far my favorite one for
Yeah.
sure.
No, this one was definitely really cool. Again, I haven't been to as many as you have, but like just something felt special because like even when you just talk to the people like there, they were even saying how like much they were enjoying this event in particular. Oh, what has he got? No, sir.
There he is.
Broker.
Number one broker in the world.
You are literally looking at the number one broker in the
Top
world,
broker.
Mr. Ryan
D-Bank.
Chow
Ryan
Chow.
Chow. Great job. And from my perspective, what meant a lot about winning this year is that the whole industry knows that we got snubbed last year.
Yeah.
Corey put on a show of a lifetime, and everybody was wowed and impressed with him. That show really put the industry on notice of how we train our team, how knowledgeable we are, how transparent and honest, and the integrity that we have as a firm. And you could just tell the way that we sell is just so much different from everybody else, dude. Because when everybody's competing and battling against each other, like you hear their verbiage, you hear they go about things, and you're just like, I remember my first day at MCA, and this guy's in the industry for 15, 16 years, right? Regardless, we deserve this one.
Yes.
Yeah.
We didn't complain. We lost last year. We got over it. We worked harder. We came back better, stronger than ever, and we won.
Yep.
And I just love the pure personality in that room of us and why we're so different from everyone else. They announced Ryan. I see Frankie sitting in the chairs like smirking, and I'm like, let's go. And then Ryan wanted me and Matt, and I couldn't really hear you guys because I was screaming.
We were
so loud, but
screaming,
you were on
yeah.
the other side recording. Me and Matt are just screaming as loud as we possibly can. And in our morning meetings at the end, we have a thing where we go, oh, and then the rest of everyone else screams, and Frankie goes, boys, oh, and me and Matt are just screaming back at them. And I'm like looking around a little bit, and everyone's like, Sean Murphy is even on
Let's
stage
go with
like,
these guys.
The energy was beautiful.
yeah,
he was
and it was
bad.
cool. Everyone came up to us after, and they were like, "I can tell you guys actually do that, and
Oh,
that
they
wasn't like
won't.
random. Like you guys do
Yeah,
that."
no, that's
Oh, yeah, we
practiced,
Oh, yeah, we
recorded, ready for
Let's
distribution.
talk about how that ruined Matt's voice for the whole
Oh my
next
God!
day.
Oh,
He
Hold
sounded
on,
like
before,
himself.
before we talk
I
about
really
that,
thought I
'cause
was
that
done
is
for Monday.
hilarious. When we were doing the AWOOs, there was this lender sitting behind us, and like we're doing it. This guy goes, "You guys are freaking cool." He's like, "Here's my card. I want to do work with you." I was like, "We'll see." But
That's so.
but, yeah, literally just like on the other. We filled up the whole stadium. Like it was nice that we were recording on both sides.
Yeah, it
but
was cool.
it was crazy. Everyone was just like, "Oh my God!" Like we shocked, shocked them twice.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, no, the event was really good overall. I mean, great networking, great time, great seeing that people in person, great cultivating that relationship. And you know we're the celebrities of the industry,
Yeah.
so that's always fun having people come up to you, fangirl about you a little bit. You know, be like, "Oh my God!" You know, even Danny, our head of retention, was like, "Dude, like everyone was coming up to me, just wanted to talk to me so bad because I had the red shirt on." I'm like, "Good for you, Danny."
That's
Good
what
for
was
you.
really, really awesome about this one too, is that there was a lot more of us than normal,
Yeah, we were squatted out.
and everyone was like, "Dude, there's a lot of red in here today. What's going on?" We're like, "What do you mean? What's going on? This is every day. Like, we're here."
Yeah, we're the
This
secret,
is it.
bro.
Yeah, and they were so hype. I had one dude full on sprint, which is why I loved that our team lead Chris Colucci was there, because he does a lot of interaction with all the lenders. This guy literally sprinted up to me from like my blind side, and I like flinched a little bit. He's like, "I didn't mean to run up to you. I talked to like 5 red shirts. They all said I'm the wrong one. Can I talk to you?" I'm like, "Are you a lender?" He's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Wrong one, Chris Colucci." I'm like, "Chris Colucci somewhere over
Find
here."
that other guy in the red
And
shirt.
he just ran the other way. I'm like, "Wow."
That's
Shout out to that guy though. I like the passion.
yeah, it's funny.
It is a really big press on our branding too. Like it's just what we're known at. You go to an event, you look for a red shirt, you'll find someone at
Yeah,
from
you know
Lexington.
it's us.
And it was cool too. A couple other companies were like starting to do that. I don't remember the names of some of them, but like even though like they were working on it, they were all just like standing together. Like you can literally see like, oh, there's a Lex guy, there's a Lex guy, there's a Lex
You
guy.
can't miss us.
No, you can't. You want to find
it's
someone from Lex to
impossible.
talk to, you will find them.
Yeah.
We're that easy.
True. And it was a good idea to switch over to the polos this time around instead of the
Yes.
red ties.
Yeah.
Because there were some people drenched.
Oh, dude.
Drenched
Oh my
in
God,
sweat.
yeah.
Danny was drenched.
Yeah, it was rough.
Danny
I felt bad
DJs.
for a lot of them. You would have had a rough time.
Yeah.
You're a sweater.
Yeah, I know. I had to like peek off into like rooms that were more air conditioned a couple times during the event, just cool off for a second.
You're so funny.
Second I walked in, I found napkins.
You're so funny.
I felt it in Vegas, and we were walking around in Vegas. We had to walk through the wind. Oh my God, I was sweating.
Yeah,
That's why when you
Vegas
said it,
was-
boys, we're ditching the suits, we're going polos. I was like, yes. Because me in Miami in a suit, I would have been dying.
Oh yeah, for the win, it was like a 15-minute walk, but inside the hotel, right? It was
Oh,
crazy
yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
it was bad, yeah. That's why it was great that it was at the place that we stayed at.
Yeah,
Correct.
Very, very ideal. And also the only place that will stay out in Miami,
Yeah.
the beautiful Fontainebleau.
between us and.
How'd you
I
guys
guess-
like the hotel? It was your first time there, right?
Yeah, the first time in the Miami one. Honestly, I loved it.
Yeah.
The Vegas one is a little bit newer, so obviously it's like flashier, but that one was way more
It's classy.
classy.
It's
yeah.
classy.
was
And you can tell everyone who stays there has money.
Yeah.
Has money. That was your first time there too, Matt, right?
Yeah, I don't like how big the Vegas one is. I feel like anywhere we got, like, if you wanted to go like downstairs to like the valet in Vegas, it's like 2-mile walk from your room. Yeah, it was crazy. Yeah.
That's what I like when we were like first like pulling up at this one. It's like a nice grand entrance. There's always hustling and bustling, depending on what night it was. Like it's either crowded in the
You
lobby.
have the little bar there as an HQ. You know?
The little bar that's just bumping music, and it's like holy shit, it's a Wednesday.
10 o'clock at night.
Yeah, it's 10 o'clock on a Wednesday. They're just going crazy. Like this is Miami, okay.
And that's why I felt like this Debanked was a little bit more relaxed than like the New York one, for instance. The New York one was a little bit more high stress. Everyone was like struggling to get there. Whereas Miami was so much calmer. Everyone's staying in the Fontainebleau. Everyone's relaxed. You're just laughing, joking, talking to the lenders, which honestly was really cool. I don't really have too much lender interaction, but the one lender that I did speak to, I told like a joke about Danny, and they ended up sending us a box full of ducks because we have a joke that Danny likes
we just
ducks.
got him today.
And I made a joke to the girls at Lendini about the ducks, and they ended up sending us a whole box of ducks.
Shout out Lendini for that.
Shout out, appreciate it.
I was wondering, like, because like I sat down at one point, I was like, there's a duck on my desk. I saw one on yours. I'm like walking around, like doing my rounds. I was like, there's freaking ducks. What the hell happened here? And you're like, Grizz.
What happened to Danny last night? What did he get himself into?
But that's really cool.
Duck
It's like
botchery.
it's like those little things, like just little conversations with people in the industry when you meet them in person, end up taking it to a whole nother different level of relationship. Especially in our industry, that changes how our deals go overall.
Sure. Yeah. It's something cool. They think of us, like here's a little, you made a joke, here's a little joke back, and it's just something that it goes a long way with the relationship.
Whenever we hang out with our reps in person, we just seem to just turn the F up with them. Just like
it's so crazy how it works. It's like we're
so
not
weird.
changing anything different, like in
No,
system.
it's just,
It's just like
I don't know if it's fate. I don't know if it's like the ISO rep like just going back and be like, we need to get stuff done. We need to get stuff done. And we just spent $1,500 in Lexington. We got a bunch of I don't know what it is, but it's so weird, but it's so true.
Yeah.
Well, on that topic, shout out to Likety for taking us out to dinner because that was a great time. Nemo,
Big
You're
shout
the
out.
man,
Like,
Nemo.
you guys are awesome.
Thank you guys.
Spent a check on us.
Great
Appreciate
time,
you.
yeah.
But we did reciprocate.
We did.
we did.
Club up. Club up.
But that's another great thing about Fontainebleau.
Yeah.
Poppy steak.
Poppy steak.
Yeah.
It's not at the Miami Fontainebleau though.
No.
That's the Vegas.
we had to
one.
travel
Vegas
for that.
We had to travel.
But we
Still.
went to eat at Poppy Steakhouse, which is a
Yes.
6 steakhouse in Miami. There's one in Vegas too. Private owned restaurant. There's $1,000 steak that comes out in like a gold briefcase, and like the team
Whole
is like
song and dance.
they're dancing and cheering and screaming.
lights
and
are
hooting and
Everybody's
Crazy.
looking at you. All the
Yeah.
attention's on you.
Yeah.
It's just, those guys are
Sick.
the coolest people in the restaurant at that point.
It's sick.
They bought the experience. Here
Yeah,
it is. Yeah.
they just paid extra $800 for a steak for no reason.
To be fair,
Let
the
them
steak
to dance
was
around it
delicious.
instead
Yeah.
of cook it.
Delicious. Yeah. I know.
It was really good. And the strawberry vodka lemonades there.
Yeah. Thanks for holding
That's
out
your
on
thing?
that.
Yeah,
I'm
we
so
Thanks
sorry.
for nothing,
to.
brother.
I'm so
They didn't
sorry,
tell you either?
bro.
No.
Wow.
Dude, they're so good.
Oh,
I looked at
so
Frankie. I
good.
was like, strawberry lemonade. He just gave me the head
I was
nod, and
sipping.
we were just
I was sipping.
5 or 6 later, and it's.
I really
so they're
was.
drinking like hard liquor with Likety, and you guys are enjoying yourselves.
Yeah, yeah.
Chugging water.
I love that. I want to touch on the broker battle a little bit and like how it worked
yeah.
this year and why I thought it was a little bit cooler than last year's setup. So this year's setup, Sean Murray allowed contestants like tryouts basically. So me, Dan from Biddy, and Irving from Advanced Funding Network, right?
Advanced Funds Network.
Advanced Funding. Who cares? I'm just kidding. We can't. We
Love
can't.
you, Irving.
Love you, Irving. Basically, we had like contestants come up to us with like 10 to 12 people who competed, and we had to rate all of them. And then Ryan and then another kid obviously scored best in the preliminary round, and that then allowed them to go to the finals. And then the finals I thought was pretty well too.
I thought it was awesome. I thought it was cool because I wasn't at the last broker battle, but it definitely looked like it would be way more nerve-wracking to be up there on that one because it's like a circle and everyone's just staring at you.
Yeah.
But this one was a little bit more like kind of personal, which I thought was cool because you get to see kind of how, and it wasn't so much more like a whole straight line kind of sales process. It was more of like rebuttals, like situations that are typically difficult to overcome.
The
in a
judges were a little
conversation.
better, I heard.
The judges
were
definitely-
Yeah, no, the
One
judges
of them
were-
was really
judges-
A little more
yeah,
handsome.
Judge were a lot better. Well, that's what happens when you don't put a debt consolidation guy, the guy who screws our merchants over in the broker battle.
So
Corey
true.
schooled that guy last year. You got
Yeah.
schooled, bro. You got schooled.
You got
dude.
cooked on stage in front
You
of
got
everyone.
schooled. Yeah, that was really bad.
Yeah.
That was really bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think did they live stream it last year or?
Yeah.
Did they live stream it
They
last
did.
year?
I think they did because I think we were watching it like while you guys were down there, and like this year it was totally, if I am remembering correctly, it's way totally different, and it was like nice that like they had the panel in front. The one thing I would change is just like we're all sitting there and like you guys are just like facing the judges, like I feel like you guys should be like looking at the crowd almost.
Yeah.
That's how it was that one
Yeah.
year.
Is that okay?
So from my perspective, right,
Yeah.
when you're
Please.
talking to the judges, right, and they're asking you questions, you're making that eye contact, and it gives it that like that personal kind of touch
Fair
towards it. So when you're answering somebody's question, you get to look them in the eyes, and they can see if you're nervous. They can see if you know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
So that's the one kind of aspect that I like from it. I went to the one last year where Corey competed, and I'll definitely say that this one was put together better in my opinion.
Fair enough. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, that makes sense because you actually get to judge what's going on rather than just showboating and rattling off knowledge.
Yeah. No, and the one thing that I did like too is I was asked a question, then Joe from Advanced Funds was asked a question, then we moved to the next judge, my question, Joe's question, and we got to see kind of both sides to it, right? We weren't asked the same question by anybody, but we could just tell that like the way the answers were coming out, that they were just well put together. Even for me and Joe. I think Joe did a great job.
He did a great job.
Yeah.
With the questions, did you guys? Because like I didn't see like papers or anything. Was those just like fresh off the
Off
dome?
the dome.
Wow,
Off the
really?
dome.
Those were like rehearsed almost. I was like, holy. these
Loved
guys
you,
just-
Dan from Biddy, but I'm so surprised you had questions coming out the way that you did.
Dan
Me and
had-
Irving have rebuttal all day long of our lives, you know what I mean? Dan had some good questions.
Great questions.
Dan had some great questions.
questions.
He definitely had to have practiced.
Yeah.
Definitely had to have practiced.
No, again, you guys were like so confident giving them. I was like, oh, they like definitely had them like on their phones, took a quick look, but no,
Yeah,
fresh
no,
off the dome. That
yeah.
was beautiful.
Even the preliminary round, it was just like, all right, this is what it is.
Yeah. You touched
Sell
on
me
it.
this pen.
You touched on it before, but like it's cool that everyone in the industry gets to see like how you're supposed to sell these loans.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people in this industry, they don't know how to sell these loans, and it's so unregulated that some of these people just sell these things as them just trying to make as much money as possible. Little do they understand is that
There's actually
there's people on the other side, small business owners that are trying to run their business. So it's cool being able to see how you're supposed to actually sell the things.
And it is funny too because I sit next to Ryan and Matt and Corey all day for my entire history in this industry. So I just thought that's how it went. Even though I always hear the horror stories, but when you come around other of the professionals that are doing it, you watch the broker battle and you're like, wow.
Why are you even in the broker?
Like, wow.
It's
Like,
a huge,
that's crazy.
huge testament to our training too. Because we haven't been in the industry as long as some of these guys, and we're just up there as well-oiled machines. There's no fault in our stars. We're just getting up there, we're rapping, we're doing our thing, and we win. It's just pure testament to the training. I know everyone's just like, oh, you want to cash advance? Get over here.
Yeah.
It's not like that here. There's an actual business. It's an actual operation, and we're training our guys for success, and clearly shows.
Yep.
That's true.
Once I heard you speak, I knew you had it. Not just because you were so calm, not because of the way that you spoke, the tonality, but simply just the terminology that you used and the path that you took with the questions.
The transparency.
Yeah, you got a specific question where you literally said, I wouldn't sell that deal. And they were like, okay.
Yeah.
That was almost like the answer that they were looking for, and
It
nobody
was.
was
That
getting
low key is what won it for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what won it for him.
Yeah, I felt when that question came out that
The
there was
trick.
really only one way to answer that question. I knew if I gave the correct answer,
Especially
that
coming
was
from a
gonna-
lender,
Yeah.
you know what the lender wants you to say.
Yeah.
Some people would have been like, "All right, so what you could do is you could take out this loan.
You got to go 30 days.
You got to pay for 30 days.
And then you're good.
Then you could miss every payment after that. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
And you know what's crazy? I got a $150,000 line of credit waiting for you.
Oh
I
my
promise.
God, bro.
But-
we're laughing about it, we're saying it,
But it's
obviously
serious.
so
It's
horrible.
horrible.
It's
No,
yeah,
serious
it's
that it
terrible.
happens. It's
And that's
horrible.
the worst part of this industry is that everything is completely unregulated. So there are people that will literally sell deals like that. Thankfully, we're blessed as a company to where I don't need to mislead a merchant to
Just to
take out a
sell
deal
them.
just to make a couple bucks when I know that I'm going to fund 3 or 4 more deals that day that are going to make up for that one.
All being a genuine, transparent guy.
Once in a
Yeah.
while, we'll actually lose a deal for being overly transparent because someone's feeding into the bullshit the other broker lying to them.
But I would prefer that, honestly. It helps me sleep at night.
Agreed, yes, but obviously we don't want the
The
merchants
merchants
to-
don't
Yeah.
want it to happen.
Yeah.
Correct, but at least I know that I'm
You
not.
did your
Yeah,
part.
we
It does
always
suck
do
when
that,
they
yeah.
come back and they're like, hey,
Hey, I
I'm
should have
I'm
listened.
sorry.
I should have
you know,
listened.
It's the
That's-
worst. It
yeah.
sucks.
But
you really do try your hardest for them not to do that.
no, absolutely.
you know?
I will say, if they make it through that bad experience and they do end up coming back, you have a client for life at that point. You are known as the person that tried to save them, and they realized in their head that I messed up. I'm gonna go back to the guy that tried to warn me, because chances are he's probably telling me the right thing.
Yeah, 100%.
It's also good that we do know like the tomfoolery that these other brokers say, because
Yeah.
we'll like explain it bar for bar, and then they'll be like, "That's what he told me,"
Yeah.
and we're like, "We know,
We've seen it all.
we know, we've seen it all, we've heard it all,
We've seen it all.
been through it all."
I've heard horror stories from
Yeah.
some clients about what other companies have done to them, and it's hard because small businesses fuel our country, and there are people out there that are literally giving people loans that are going to make them shut their doors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we
It's
all know a
disgusting.
small business owner in our life, it just makes you feel for the client even more. That's your mom, your dad, your aunt, your
Yeah,
brother,
your neighbor,
sister, your neighbor.
yeah,
Yeah.
somebody close to you could get screwed over just like that, and it's terrible, dude.
Yeah. It's a good thing there's good guys like us that win broker battles and really show what it's about to be,
It's true.
know.
True.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Number one brokers.
Number one broker.
And you want to know what's
brokers.
funny about us being the number one broker is that if you remember when I introduced myself, because we all
Yeah.
the judges had introduced us, had said, "I am Frankie from Lexington Capital Holdings. I'm the founder and CEO, and we are the number one broker in the alternative financing
Yep.
industry." And because we freaking are.
And 17
Freaking
short
are.
minutes later,
Yeah.
We
freaking
were.
are. You need to tell those some people who was like, "Yeah, fuck yeah, they are." You need to tell some people like, "I hate this kid. I hate him."
There's no in between.
Yeah,
No, there really
But
isn't.
but that's good.
Yeah, that
that's
is
good.
Hey, we have a
That's
decent
good.
conversion rate though. Some people who used to hate us finally see.
You
the
want to talk
peop-
about that one story?
I will. So
Yeah.
there's this guy.
He was our biggest hater. Everyone who's watching this in the industry, the WhatsAppers,
the WhatsApp chatters.
the WhatsAppers.
Yeah, and he came up to us, and I was talking to him, and I was like, "Yo, Frankie, like, come here." And he was like, "Oh, you're the guy who used to talk about us on WhatsApp."
Yeah.
And whenever I was talking to him after, he was like, "Honestly, yeah. Like when I was a broker, yes. Like I hated you guys. You guys were so annoying. Your red shirts, people messaging us on LinkedIn. Like I couldn't stand it. I didn't understand why." And he's like, and then I became a lender, and then now I was ISO based. So now I have to go out and try and get people to come and sign up with me. And then he's like, that's when I understood, because I was being annoying, why you guys are so good at what you're doing. Because you were doing that when you were a broker, and I'm a lender, and now I'm fighting. I don't know how to do this, and you guys already built it up. He's like, so I have nothing but respect and love for what you guys do now. He's
Yeah,
like,
that
then
was
I was
funny.
pissed. Now I love it. No,
Yeah,
I was like, fair enough.
You know that saying, Tom?
I would hate me too.
They hate us because they ain't us.
They hate us because they ain't us.
And I'm saying anus.
Yeah.
Not ain't us.
The interview.
Yeah. The interview. Yeah, that's a good movie.
So if you can't beat him, join him.
I don't know if he wants some. I don't know if we want these guys, honestly. There's a very select few people we might grab from the industry.
Hey, but that's the cool thing about our company and why we're so out in the open is because if you can't beat them, emulate them,
yeah,
replicate them, copy them,
yeah,
try to be like us, and you will succeed, and you'll succeed correctly rather than cash a quick commission and then dip out and change your company name. You're never gonna get anywhere like that other than jail.
yeah. It's true. Clearly, they're not confident in their abilities to be successful or have a long term company. You know? That's what it really comes down to. But anything else about the event that you guys want to go over before we move topics here?
No, I mean, I again had such a great time.
Yeah,
I
it was
literally can't
cool.
wait for the next one.
Yeah,
it was
it was
so
good.
cool. Oh, yeah.
But next.
The Batch
Party!
Party! Your favorite COO in the entire universe. Better than Tim Cook, back when Tim Cook was at the helm at Apple as the COO.
I'll fight you, Tim.
Before he became the CEO. You would kick Tim's
You would
ass.
destroy.
Even in his prime.
No doubt.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Yeah.
I heard
Compared
that
to you,
guy
he
eats
didn't have
like
a problem.
salad for lunch.
Oh.
This man eats steak.
Just without the bread.
Tim, I'll do you a favor. We'll trade ages, and I'll still kick your ass.
Yes, sir. But yeah, it was Grizzly's bachelor party, so we got to celebrate. Kill two birds with one stone. Had an amazing event, networking with the industry, and then we got to celebrate you.
Kicked it off for the weekend. Yeah, and honestly, I just want to say again, thank you guys so much. Honestly, from the bottom of my heart. You guys know you're my friends, you're my family, and it was just a beautiful time. And I couldn't have asked for a better group of guys too. I know we're missing a few of them, but couldn't ask for a better group of guys to enjoy my batch with. I know we've talked about marriage on here before, but it's freaking cool, man. It's something I'm looking forward to. We're counting down the days, depending on when this posts. We're in the double digits, man. We're at like 84 days left.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I'm excited. First Lex wedding.
I know, the first Lex wedding.
Yeah.
Grace,
It's
am I
been-
invited to the wedding?
Yes, Chow.
Can I come?
Please.
Yes, you can.
Chow's the ring bearer.
We got you a tiny little tux.
Yeah.
Perfect.
There was this other kid, but like Chow won the immature contest over him, so that we had to pick Chow.
Oh, my child award.
That 5-year-old beat Chow out. Well, Chow beat him out. Technically.
Easily. But yeah, no, the batch party was really cool, and honestly, it was just fun to like hang out with the guys. We went to the steakhouses, we had our fun out in the clubs, and then honestly, the relaxing, The blowing bubbles. That was probably
Blowing bubbles.
So hold on, before we
What are we talking about? I don't know.
so
Frankie
the
was
first-
don't
the first
tell
night-
Frankie.
Oh yeah, we'll talk about
Oh
it
my
later.
god. Oh my god.
No, it was just fun because just being in the Fontainebleau first of all was nice. You know, we wake up after a night of just shenanigans and we go out and we're just chilling in the beach. We're in the ocean. The water is so blue it makes me not want to go in New York water anymore. That was wild. But Matt lost his voice the second day in. He's perfectly fine all expo day. Next day, we're all downstairs. We're hanging out. And he goes, "Hey guys,
No, it was worse than that.
yeah, there it is.
Grizzly, stop, please. It was so
Best
frustrating.
thing ever."
I genuinely thought I was done for Monday.
Yeah.
That was my biggest scare. I was like, wow, this really hurts, and everyone's making fun of me.
Yeah, we were sitting there. We were sitting outside the Fontainebleau. He's got 2 cups of salt water. He's just like gargling salt water for like an hour straight.
You know, gargling salt water. I see Johnny Dang walk past. Johnny Dang.
That was so.
He gives us a buzz.
Oh, it was perfect. We're in the water at one point. He's just jumping. He goes, "Help me! Help me!" Just like the little voice was amazing.
Yeah, it was funny. And then by the next day, you were fine.
Yeah,
Perfectly
it's
fine.
It's so
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The boy
I'm
who
so
cried
happy it was
wolf.
like that.
The boy who
though.
cried wolf.
Yeah.
I was hanging
Yeah, I
out
think he
with
was
him,
faking it.
and he literally
That's
went.
what I'm getting at.
I wish I
think
could.
he did.
bro.
Yeah, you're literally big. All right, I'm good.
Every once in a while, he would give us a
that's
normal
crazy.
It
voice.
was coming back, you know.
No, I'm not good.
Yeah.
At dinner that night, we had him do the Godfather. You come to me. The day of my daughter's wedding.
I
I forgot about that. That
Fucking
was
sitting there
hilarious.
dying at
I still
dinner.
think the funniest, none of you guys were there. We were waiting to get our car out of the valet at the Fontainebleau.
Oh, I was there.
I used
You
to
were-
do valet,
the
so I
whole
was
time.
I was
And,
very late.
it took a very long time to get
Yeah.
our car. So that car goes up to the guy who's running the show over there, and he just starts screaming at this valet guy in his little Mickey Mouse
like
voice. We finally get into the car and we start driving away, and Matt Gar's still yelling at the valet guy. The guy looks at Matt, raises his hand, and says, "I'll be here all week."
That's so funny.
No, that was a time. My favorite thing about the whole trip was when they brought out like the signs, and it was a picture of Grizz holding the dog.
That was awesome.
Oh, yeah.
And then it said,
Brandon,
"Happy
can you
birthday,
put that-
Ryan."
Can
on
you
it.
put that up for us?
Yeah,
No,
clip it.
that was my side. His.
No.
No,
So for
Oh, for
your
yours,
signs,
too?
it was the big billboard one that said "Happy Birthday, Tom," but then little signs came out that said "Happy Birthday, Ryan" with a picture of me holding the dog.
I love
it.
it.
Made no
Yeah,
sense.
We were celebrating everyone.
Yeah, it was
someone
fun.
on the production team messed up over there.
Showtime times Lexington Capital Holdings. That was
Showtime
cool.
Hospitality, Sue,
That was
killed
cool.
it, brother.
I didn't get to see it. I was there and I didn't see it.
Really?
Somehow I was pissed. I saw a picture of it and I was like, dude,
Damn.
like, how'd I miss that?
Happy birthday,
Yeah.
Tom. It was Tom's birthday as well on the trip on Saturday.
The ripe 27.
Yeah, for 27 years. Wow. You're old.
I am old.
You're
I'm almost
27.
there.
Yeah.
I will say
Look at
50%,
that.
50 Cent did amazing.
50
that
Cent,
night,
yeah.
too.
50
He did
Cent did
good.
good.
Yeah.
And the baby.
And
The
the
Baby,
baby, Flo
Flo
Rida.
Rida.
Yeah.
Yeah, interesting group.
That is an
I
interesting group.
thought he was boys with the baby, but I've never heard of him and Flo Rida being tight.
I think it's because they're old school together. You know,
It
like,
could make sense.
yeah.
I
Flo
feel like
Rida
there's two
also
different
lives in
guys.
Miami.
He does.
So
Does
that-
it?
yeah,
Well, if you
that's-
put together
Florida.
Flo Rida, it's Florida.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
Wow.
I didn't read him between the lines there.
But 50 Cent was cool though. I know Remy, Danny, and I, we've grew up like in the nightclub industry, and like we saw 50 Cent like countless times, maybe like 9 times, and like this was one of his best performances, and he's like 15 years older than when we first started seeing him.
He loves that place. He loves Live. Like that's like his spot. Like he'll
Yeah.
go there and just spend a ridiculous amount of money. It's just like his favorite.
It's his tax
culture.
write-off.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah, for sure.
25
That's
cents.
crazy. 25 is that.
25 cents. 25 sitting on 25 mil.
Hey.
I'm in the club living. I'm feeling myself. Rest
Uh.
in peace, Mac Dre. I'ma
I'ma
do it for the
Bay.
bay. Okay.
Holla, whatever that's that. My
My
team
team good. We
cool.
don't really need a mascot, but we got
We do have
Louis.
Louis. Was that
See
enough so we
it,
don't
though.
get demonetized for this episode?
There it is. Censor it.
It was cool being in there, like standing on top of everyone, and like, cause we never really like sit back and just like look. You know, we're always so like on go,
Yeah.
24/7,
Tunnel vision.
work. So like, sitting there and just like doing that for like a few hours was like, wow, we're on top.
You
of
can
the
just
world.
dial out. Yeah.
We were definitely on top of the world. We
Yeah.
were some big spenders that night.
And that's the
Big
thing.
spend.
It's
We never
like
really are.
don't get me wrong. Working hard is super important, but everybody needs just that one little kind of break. Like even you, the hardest
I
working
was gonna
man,
say, Chow, keep that between you guys. I don't need it. I don't need it.
Listen,
Yeah, but you like it.
you like it. You like it. But no, it is.
Don't tell the viewers though. It was the worst.
He hated it.
It sucked.
I definitely think it is important to just get, one day of just relaxing and enjoying yourself and just, just kind of living life.
Play hard, work harder.
It is funny what Matt said, where you never really like step back and just sit for a second, because like while we were there, it was me, Matt, you, and Frankie. I think just shoulder to shoulder standing up there, and we're like whatever, having fun, singing whatever song, and then like it just like kicked back into me, and I just like literally stopped, stared around. I was just like, this is not what I'm
everything
used
goes
to.
down.
And then we went right back to it. I don't know.
For some New York boys, we did well in Miami.
We did.
We fit in well. We fit in well. Even the way we dressed.
We had nice fits.
We had good fits.
We did have good fits.
We had nice fits.
We had nicer cars.
Nice cars.
Yeah.
What cars did we rent?
Oh, the
So-
McLaren was crazy.
McClizzy.
Yeah, we rented a 720S Spider. We rented a Lamborghini Urus. You had a Lamborghini Urus, so we pulled up in some style.
Regular.
Fun.
It was nice.
It was fun.
We did Miami.
Yeah, we did Miami.
You can't just not do Miami in Miami.
Yeah, if you're gonna do it, you might as well go all
one
out.
thing
Everyone's got a nice car
we
in
didn't
Miami.
do. We didn't smoke cigars.
Wow.
You're right.
We
Yeah.
didn't.
And
big
the funny
Cubano.
part is, the first day we went, when we went to the liquor store, I saw this rack of them, and I was like, I should grab cigars now. I was like, we're in Miami. I don't need to
Damn, I
grab them
definitely
right
would have
now.
loved to have sat on
Yeah.
the balcony and smoked a cigar.
Yeah.
I hate cigars, so
Really?
You're crazy.
It's a once in a
Chad.
while.
No one
thing,
actually.
you
It's an
know?
acquired taste.
Yeah. But
I
no,
know I said we were getting off the event. Did I cut you off?
I was just gonna wrap up the batch party.
Let's talk about it.
Oh no, yeah, I was just gonna say it. This was a lot of fun. Thank you guys again.
Also, I have one little
Big shout
funny
out to
story.
Bree for making me a bachelor. Fucking love you. Can't wait to get married to you. Thank you so much.
I do have one little funny story. Me and Frankie are just swimming in the ocean, and some guy comes like swimming over to us. Bro, this is the crazy. Some guy comes swimming over to us, some like Superman looking dude, and we're just like sitting there. And he's like, "Yo," and we're like, "What's up?" He's like, "What's going on? When did you guys leave the event? How long? Did you, like, how was Liv? Did you guys have a good time? Like, where's Grizz? He's getting married." And then whatever, we're like, "Yeah, everything was great." And then he swims away. Me and Frankie are like,
who was
that guy? Like,
Still don't know.
it was still don't know who that is. If you see this, please let us know who you
Yeah.
are. I'm sorry, 'cause
This is
that
the
was
same
crazy.
guy who was like, I don't know, never know who I'm talking to.
Bro, I don't know. I don't know. There was so many people we met and just like seen on that trip.
A lot of new faces at this event.
Yeah, there was a lot of new faces. A lot of young brokers
Yes.
that are like trying to break into the industry were at this event that I think we're starting to onboard as partners, right?
Yep.
So that's cool. I love seeing new up and comers coming to the event
Me too, and they honestly really love seeing us too, because we're
because we were there.
young
Yeah.
as well. So they're looking at us where we are at the age that we're at. They're
Yeah.
not that far off our age at all, and
Not
they're
at
just
all.
coming into this. So they're asking constantly, like, "How do you guys do it?" I mean, even right after the broker battle, some like Jared came up to me and Frankie and just started talking to us. He's like, "Listen, like I'm just getting into this. How do I do this? Like, can you guys help me?" And just, yeah, open door at any time. It doesn't matter who you're talking to. You could text, email anybody at this company. They're gonna answer your questions. They're gonna help you out. And it was really cool to do it in person.
Yeah. We're here to help out small businesses.
That
Yeah.
is true.
Absolutely.
That is true. And it's cool being like the big bro of the event, like nowadays, you know, and like people coming up to you and just asking you for advice and how to go about things and how to be successful. And the biggest thing that we always get commended for is our company culture.
Yeah.
Everybody talks about our company culture, and they know that it's genuine. They say it's genuine. They say they see our videos, they see our YouTube, our TikToks, our Instagram reels, our Facebook reels, and they're like, dude, like, I know it's not fake. Like, would literally be impossible to fake all
It
those
would be
videos that we
so
make.
hard,
Yeah.
bro.
You know,
so
it's funny.
hard.
Someone literally asked me at the event, like, so do you guys actually like do all that stuff, or is it just for social media?
Do you
And I
guys
was
actually
I-
like each other?
I was like,
Do you
no,
actually have
that's-
llamas go in the office?
That
It was an
is.
alpaca.
It was an alpaca.
Stewie.
Sorry, Stewie.
Stewie.
You know what's funny that I always tell people too when they always tell us that they love our content? I'm like, you know what the funniest thing about it is we act like that before we recorded it, and Frankie one day was just like, we're funny, we gotta record this.
Yeah.
And then that's how it all started, and they loved it.
It's true, dude. It's like everyone loves finance bros.
Yeah.
Everyone loves having a good time, messing around. Like it's like, dude, if we were a reality TV show, we would go viral. We'd beat out the Kardashians.
Oh, yeah.
No doubt. And we're way more handsome than they're beautiful.
I agree.
Oh yeah.
100%.
Oh yeah. And our Lex ladies are beautiful.
Great women.
Watch our reality show.
Coming to you next year.
That's it.
Oh yeah.
You ruined the surprise.
Remy,
They don't know when this is dropping.
you were at the event,
Yeah.
so talk to us.
Remy, you want to grab a mic real quick?
Yeah.
Oh, you want to swap
Hop
it?
in.
Get in here.
No,
get
come
in
on,
here,
swap
get in
it.
here,
Remy.
get in
We're
here.
getting him out from behind the
Get in
scenes.
here.
You always hopping for Grizzy.
Get in here.
This
Ron.
is Remy.
They know him.
This is your
Welcome,
first.
Remy.
This is not your first. Is this your first debanked?
No, I've been to like
He's been to a few.
I've been to 3 or 4.
It's like
What
your
the
third or
other
fourth
two
show.
was?
I went to the one in Miami last year in January. I went to the one in Vegas, and I went to the one in New York with you guys.
Did you
but
go to Funners Forum with me and Grizz?
no, but this one was a great time. Which is weird because like I don't do sales, I don't deal with the lenders, I don't deal with the partners ever, and like I had people coming up to me again just for because I had the red polo on, and it was just like I felt bad because I'm like I'm not the guy to talk to. People coming up to me like asking me questions and like who do I talk about? I'm like I don't even know what you're talking about. I'm like listen, I'm here to take pictures, take videos, and like I'll chat with you. But like,
We can grab a drink after.
Yeah, but again, it's always a great time. But once I told people I'm part of the marketing team, people are always like, "We love your content. We see your crap all over social media." You know, they really do enjoy it, and it's fun to see that people bring up specific videos that we made or specific posts, and like they're really watching us. It's really exciting to see that we're not just doing this because or for fun. It it makes a difference in our industry. You know,
Absolutely.
And that's gotta feel good going to you because I mean you put a lot of time in here, you put a lot of effort into what you do, and now you're actually hearing it from the mouth of the people who are watching it how great it is.
Yeah, shout out to Taylor. She does a lot of it too. She does most of it. But it's great to see that just people are reciprocating it and they love it. Thanks,
Speaking of Remy and not having a sales background, do you remember when we had our own company broker battle and Remy was a part of it?
I did well.
He did
was
very
great.
We got
well.
to semifinals.
I was impressed.
The first
I will
round, I
say.
was shaking in my boots. I was sitting there, I just couldn't. I felt like I was shivering because Frankie's talking to me, and there's 55 people watching me, and I was like, I've never done this before. But it was good. I loved it. So
You were yelling back at me.
I was.
Yeah, you were.
You deserved
You were
it.
getting feisty.
You deserved it.
I did.
Yeah. So
You got me. You sold me.
yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, other than that, it was a great time.
Good. Grizz, how'd he sound? Good?
Yeah.
Check 1, check 2?
I didn't
I'm
get
out.
the clap. You gotta do the,
Oh, yeah, you didn't? Yeah. You always nag us about it.
Well, yeah. There it is. You see it.
Wow.
which mic's picking me
All right, switch.
You're back. You're back.
And we're back.
Can we do a cool like smoke bomb and I pop back in? Try my best.
back to the regular
CGI.
scheduling program.
Wow.
And I'm back.
Miami, baby. Everything was great.
Yeah.
10 out of 10 the whole time. Spending it with you boys, the events, the partying,
The food.
the food.
This is my
Food was
only
great.
good
Experience
Which
with
is
food. Absolutely.
only good food.
Everyone has
Absolutely.
always
Florida
told me
food
it's
sucks.
bad.
The water.
Water sucks.
Terrible.
Wild.
The
Terrible.
water did suck.
Even
I feel like a
bottled
privileged
water.
like child right now, dude. The fact that like I was complaining about water.
Yeah.
Dude, it
I think
tastes like seawater.
I think I said that to
Yeah.
you. I was like, bro, you should drink hose water, and I'm complaining.
Dude,
The
I
water
would
like
I would have
dry.
doused myself in New York hose water, bro. Compared to what we were
And that's the
drinking.
thing. We're drinking bottles of Fiji water down there, and it's
Yeah,
still
it tasted
it's
flat.
horrible.
So
wasn't
nuts,
good.
dude. It
But the food.
tasted gross.
was fantastic.
Food was great, but that's also because we went to mostly upscale places.
I was
Never
only
stayed
able
in
to
upscale
enjoy the
place.
steak, but the steaks were good.
Yeah, steaks were good.
Gluten.
Yeah, it did.
Gluties.
I tried my best, my absolute best. Burger, hey, I got a gluten allergy. No bun. Sure, we take care of that, no problem. Fucking day later, there I am, not having a great time.
Damn it.
That did wait until we got back though, so that was the nice part with the gluten.
That's like the issue with mine. It's like 24 hours after, so it must have been something from like Saturday night or like Sunday, like on the, you know what I mean? Just something dumb that just nicked me at the tail
Probably at
end.
the Hard Rock.
Probably at the Hard Rock, yeah. That lady was like, to like
Everything.
everything.
We went to the Hard Rock too. Hard Rock was fun.
Honestly, I loved it there. That place was really
Hard Rock
nice.
was
so
great,
cool.
yeah.
The Hard Rock.
I'm a big hater of the Hard Rock.
We know, Chow.
We know,
Not-
Chow.
not a
We know,
fan.
Chow. I'll never come here again. Next time we're in Miami. When are we going to the casino?
To be fair,
After he wins a bunch of money.
I got them back. They did me bad last year.
Oh,
there
because
you
you're just
go.
mad from last
So
year.
there you go.
Yes, I was very
Yeah.
upset. They
What if we had this attitude about the broker battle?
This is true.
You know?
This is true.
What if we had this
It was
attitude?
your
you're right.
choice the
Listen,
first time.
sometimes you got to just not give up.
It's true. Never give up.
Never give up.
Never,
Absolutely.
never, ever, ever,
Like
ever.
Appio
give
at
up.
the Islanders game.
Yeah.
Never give up.
Never give up.
Yeah, we can talk about that too, real quick.
Yeah, we had a great company.
He's
back
giving
then.
us. He's giving me the finger. He's giving me the right, buddy. Yeah, one thing about Appio, resilience.
Yeah.
Yes.
Doesn't give up.
Never giving up. Team down 5-1 doesn't care.
Can't break
Putin
Fragoleti in the
hollering.
2
corner.
minutes left. He's screaming, "Let's go
Yeah.
Islanders!"
It's just like us. If we're down 5-1 with a minute left, I mean, are we not going to win?
You have to.
We're gonna fucking pull it together, boys. We're going to win.
Find a way.
We're going to find a way.
We didn't give up missing our flights.
I didn't
We
miss
got
the
we got
flight.
another
Oh
one.
God.
I forgot
Oh
about that because I
my
blocked it out of my
God.
memory forever because
Wow.
of how frustrated I was.
I don't blame you.
I don't think I've ever actually been rude to anybody in the service industry. I guess I'd call that service industry in my
Absolutely.
entire life. But when I got onto that plane and I walked up to my seat and I looked at this lady, I'm like, hey, like, this is my seat. And she's like, this is my seat. And the girl in the other lane, other aisle was like, was also my seat. And then me and like 5 other people are standing up on the plane. And it looked like a captain, didn't even look like a stewardess or a flight attendant. He was like, I'm sorry, like, you got to leave the plane. I was like, what do you mean I got to leave this plane? It's like, what do you mean? And then, like, it's like me, this younger girl, this very, very nice older man that I felt bad for. They're like, yeah, we have to go. I literally stopped, turned, looked at Frankie, just went, got off the plane, and I'm out there. I'm freaking out. I actually lost my voice a little bit because I was honestly freaking out. They did not want to help me at all. And then I look at my phone, and I get a text from Grizz, and he's like, Matt missed the flight completely.
At least you made it on.
Yeah, man. He's like, Matt missed the flight completely. He has another flight at 12. So I was like, get me this flight.
I never saw a flight board like that. It was quick.
That was
the
It
quickest
was not
flight.
quick.
Dude,
it was
that was
not
quick.
quick. You guys were just jerking off.
I was
It
in
was like
Victoria's
quick.
Secret trying to buy something from Brianna. I look behind me, gone. I was
Because
like,
we
wow.
were just screwing around at the tail end. Like, it was boarding for a while. Like, we waited to the last.
I will say, American Airlines, you guys did horrible.
Delta.
Yeah.
Delta.
Delta.
trading.
And like, you know what hurts me about American Airlines being so trash?
America.
America, baby.
man.
Come on, man.
Come on, man.
Come on, man. Shit.
But yeah, I was so bad. I remember looking at Frankie. Frankie's just looking at me, and we're just like,
Not good.
not good.
Not good.
And I had to sit there. We had to sit there for another 4 hours, take another flight home. We walked out. We were so tired. We looked at the first yellow taxi. We're like, just take this home.
It was so funny
You
because
took a taxi all the way to Long
me
Island.
$100
Tom
they
looks
spent
at
on
me.
the
We're literally
Bro,
sitting.
You guys are crazy.
Me
I'm
and
surprised it
Tom-
wasn't $1,000.
We're sitting on the
wasn't that
floor
bad.
in the airport. Tom looks at me. He goes, 24 hours ago, we were at the top of the world sitting at Live. And now he's like, now we're on the middle of the floor next to a trash can at the airport.
It was crazy.
Hey, that's life.
That's life.
But listen,
That's
it
life.
could always be worse.
Dude, it could always be worse.
We had a great time at the airport.
Yeah, no, we had fun
Great
still.
time.
Good.
As long as you're not
4
by
hours to
yourself,
burn.
it's not the worst.
Yeah.
You know?
I was so happy.
I would've
honestly.
been
I was
sad.
happy
I
but
felt
upset. I
horrible.
looked behind me
was
and I was like,
disgusted if I was going to be by myself.
Tom, like, he didn't make it either. And then he calls me because I went up to the service desk and the girl's just trying to help me. And then she's like, "Your buddy didn't make it either." She was like, "No." She was like, "Have him sprint because there was one last seat." He was, and then
shit.
I called Tom and he's like walking fast, and she's like, "No, sprint!" Like, have Tom started sprinting.
Full booking it through the airport. Got there. She was like, you're good, we're good. And I was like,
Get on.
Thank God. Yeah.
no, it wasn't good. I was like, wait 4 hours.
Yeah.
But nevertheless, it was a perfect end to that.
We didn't even
to
talk
that
about the
trip.
debauchery on the way there with the plane. Switching
Oh
the tire.
my God.
Oh my
Wow,
God.
we forgot about that.
These bozos, we get on the plane. They're like, oh, yeah, we got to change the tire, blah, blah, blah.
30
And, like,
minutes.
first off, you should not have flown into the airport to then have to change the tire. It should have been changed before you came there. Let's start there. Second off, 45 minutes into it, we're ready. We get another radio call. Yeah, it turns out it wasn't actually the tire. We don't have one in the airport. We're switching planes. Like, what?
Our flight got delayed an hour and a half over
Yeah.
a tire.
Over a tire.
Which, you know, with
I
everything
get it.
going on right now,
We'll take it.
I'll
I'm
take
happy
it.
they wanted to fix
Still a
it.
W.
Yeah, but like
Still
an
love you.
international airport doesn't have a spare tire? Oh, it's a little weird.
I mean, I don't like planes.
That's un-American.
Yeah.
That was on
That's
American.
un-American.
Honestly, overall though, I still give the trip a nice 10 out of 10.
Oh, easily.
Oh,
10
yeah.
out of 10.
Great
out of
trip.
10,
Nothing went
absolutely.
wrong.
Yeah.
No police were involved.
We're all
No.
safe.
Great
Yeah,
trip.
we're
We're all
alive.
safe.
We're alive. We won the broker battle.
We
Yeah,
did
won
win the broker battle.
We batched out.
Bachelor.
Top of the world.
Top of the
Top of
friggin'
the
world.
world.
Yeah.
King of the hill.
Yeah.
Top of the heap.
What's the next one?
I love you,
These
boys.
little town blues are melting away. I want to be a part of it.
New York, New
I
York.
know that part.
Yeah, you got it.
That was good.
Yeah.
That was good.
Awesome. Thank you again, Bree, for making me a bachelor, letting me and these guys hang around and do our fun thing. Thank you guys again
Boys.
so much. Really appreciate everything.
Anytime.
And you guys know that there's a button right there I would love you to press. There's a bell kind of right next to it I want you to press. There's 2 more videos.